Hi, welcome. So today's book horror reading is going to be I'm so sorry. It's it's about to rain again and I hate rain. So today's book horror reading is going to be what are they thinking about you and also the connection. And I don't know why I keep on repeating this particular reading in here. I think this is the fourth time or fifth time that I re re-recorded. I was about to make like, how does your person feel about you, but then I don't know why, if it's just me, but I really feel embarrassed whenever I repeat readings. Maybe because my brother always, hopefully he's not gonna watch this video, he always bash my videos and he's almost like, oh, why do you always post the same two reading on YouTube? And I'm like, you know what, it's not my problem if you don't have any love life. So yeah, I don't have anything to say. I'm pretty lazy to talk and no one really cares, but I'm just lazy to talk right now. But yeah, let's get on to the choices now. Okay, so for those who chose pile number one, so what is your person thinking about the connection possibly and about you? And unfortunately, I have to redo your reading because I don't know what happened with pile number one. There was some sort of glitch in your video, and I ended up like, oh my gosh, why did this happen? Like, what's going on with pile number one? Hopefully, I'm still gonna get the same scenario. Yeah. So before I even get into the cards in here, I'm gonna be using a novel in here just for you. I mean, yeah, just for you to see. What am I saying? I'm gonna be channeling information from that book in order to see what's going on in your connection. So, in order for you to see if it's gonna resonate with you as well. So, I'm gonna get a random page in here and then read it and then interpret it. Okay, life at Trinity kept on. TJ and I still felt like new students sometimes, even though it had been several days since we started attending school there. As for things with Nathan, they're still the same. He still didn't like me, and I still couldn't help but want to be close to him. The only real good thing was that Carlo had come back to school. Out of all my male classmates, I was closest to him. TJ became annoyed with me. I was becoming a crazed stalker, she pointed out, the way I kept on following Nathan around. You shouldn't be doing that, she said, fumming. I knew that. I just couldn't seem to help myself. I just always seemed to want to see him all the time. I guess it must have seemed very strange to him when he saw me outside his house, carrying a Tupperware filled with food. When he saw me, his eyes widened, and he took a couple of steps back before asserting himself. What the hell are you doing here? What kind of crazy stalker are you? So when it comes to your connection, I'm almost getting like this fresh energy, like something is just in the process of beginning. So for some of you, it could be a new connection or a new person, or things are just hasn't been deep just yet, because I'm almost getting like a crush energy in here. Like maybe the other person, like, maybe one or both of you is admiring each other from afar, but it also gives me a feeling of one-sidedness. Okay, for some of you, this could be really a one-sided connection where the other person doesn't feel the same way towards the other person, or this could just appear as if it's a one-sided connection even though the both of you do feel a certain way, but it's just not spoken out, something like that. I don't know why I'm getting like a desperate energy in here. Like someone in this connection might, okay, person A might act as if they're cold or they don't give a shit, or they don't feel anything. And then there's this person B who makes a lot of effort for the other person, or tries to express themselves in some ways, trying to get person A's attention. Hopefully it's not gonna burn or something. Oh shit. Oh, okay. I thought it's burning or something. Okay. Anyway, I feel like you don't really know this person very well. But let's see, what is your person thinking about you? So you got the Queen of Diamonds, the Jack of Spades in reverse, the 7. By the way, I'm using reversals. I've put like small markings. You got the 7 of Hearts. Okay, let me just put this. 10 of... What is this? 10 of Clubs in reverse. You also got the Jack of... What is this? Jack of Clubs in reverse. The 3 of Hearts in reverse. And the 8 of... I'm so sorry. My brain is not working right now. I was about to be in focus at the moment. But some shit just happened. Anyways. So, where am I? The 8 of Clubs in reverse. Okay, for signs, I'm getting a lot of fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and also air, Gemini, or not air, water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So, you could be a signs, or a person could be a signs, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, what is going on in here? The first thing that came into my mind is that I don't know if you are in a third party with this person, or because there's an element to this situation in here, like your person thinks that you have a lot of options, like romantic options. This person thinks that even though the Jack of Clubs is in reverse, because the Jack of Clubs is, I think it's the Page of Wands in tarot. It's, it's a player court card. And it's in reverse. I feel like your person sees you as a very decent person, good individual. I think I said that in your last supposed to be reading for pile number 1 as well. But yeah, this person thinks that you are a very well-natured person. There's nothing to be worried about you. You don't seem suspicious. You don't seem like, those typical players out there, if that makes sense. There's a very good energy about you. But at the same time, this person also has this perception that you have your eyes on a lot of people. And this person also thinks that you wouldn't even waste your time for this kind of person, or for them. Because this person thinks that you have a lot of people out there that is much more better than them, if that makes sense. Or that is much more interesting than them. I can see that this person thinks about you so much. Like, there's a lot of desire from this person, that the way this person thinks of you can be quite dreamy. But at the same time, it's like they tell themselves that it's just it. This is just it. It's not it's not gonna happen in reality, they're not gonna have something with you in reality. I don't know, but I feel like this person, there's something ideal about them, and I know this is your reading, but it's almost like they don't really, it's either they don't recognize their worth or they don't recognize how great they are as a person, and because of that it kind of like reflects to how they think of you, if that makes sense. It's almost like they have this perception that you don't see their value. I don't know why, but I feel like you're person A. Like, maybe it could be different for people. It could be roles being switched in here, but there's something about you that might come off as if you're not really interested to this person. I feel like this person does want a lot of things with you, but they don't really have the courage to say that. This person has a lot to say to you, but they refuse, or they just, you know, choose to hold themselves back and just fantasize about the impossible. The impossible. At least for them, it's impossible. Even though the I was about to say 10 of spades. The 10 of clubs is in reverse in here. They think that you think that they are a piece of work, that they are burdensome, and it's almost like they're afraid of being a burden for you. I just want to clarify some of the cards in here. Like, this person might even think that you find them annoying. And yeah, I feel like it just coincides to what I'm saying earlier, that this person feels like you don't care about them, that you just see them in a platonic way more than anything else. It could be true, it could be not. By the way, this is just their perception. It doesn't have to coincide with reality. And for some reason, this person might even think that you're pretty harsh towards them. Maybe you're not, but there's something about maybe the way you interact with them or the way you talk to them that's quite insensitive for them, or that can be hurt. I cannot even say it. That can be quite hurtful for this person. But this person really likes how there's something very gentle about you. There's something like a feminine, whether you are a man or a woman, it doesn't really matter. There's something feminine about your energy. There's something nurturing about your energy, but at the same time there's this tinge of because they think you're quite insensitive in some ways, or maybe you're very blunt, that it can be too extreme for this person, or that it can be too much for this person. But this person thinks that you're a very very mature person. I mean, age doesn't really matter, because some people are kind of like, of course I'm mature, I'm already 50 years old. The fuck with that. I've seen a lot of adults talk like little kids. This person even feels very safe around you, or feels safe talking to you. But I'm just gonna get a few more cards before I end this reading in here. Yeah, I feel like it's just repeating itself with the King of. Why do I keep saying spades? King of Hearts in reverse. Maybe you are appearing as if you're the. Spades in tarot is the swords. So, maybe you're appearing as if you're detached, or, there's just something about the way you interact with this person that's pretty much platonic and civil, if that makes sense. You got the Ten of Hearts in reverse in here, and the Three of Clubs again that popped up, and the Joker in reverse. I feel like I got a different Joker a while ago. Yeah, I think it is. This person definitely thinks that you're focused somewhere else or to someone else. And with the King of Hearts and the Ten of Hearts in reverse in here, there's a big feeling from this person that you don't feel the same way in the first place. Because in the other piles, it's almost like they think their person doesn't have any feelings for them anymore. But with this one, it's almost like, oh, this person doesn't really have any feelings for me in the first place. It's almost like there's something not being clear in here. Like this person, maybe there's something not being communicated clearly, especially from your side. This person might even think that you're not being honest. So I'm gonna get a, where is this? Written message in here. Okay, right away I'm getting a lot of admiration energy in here. So, your cute quirks. I don't know why I wrote this. This message to me is pretty embarrassing. Your cute quirks melts my. Whatever. So, you also got I look at you when you're not looking. Yeah, I'm getting like a very like a crush energy in here. For some of you, if you have social media, this person might be stalking you a lot, but if not, this might be just another indicator for this person having secret feelings for you. But at the same time, they may play it cool. You also got, I guess you never told you. I told you. I guess you never really care about me the way I do. This person really thinks that you don't give any single damn. That's what I heard in my mind a while ago. Like, they think you don't give a damn about them. Maybe this person thinks that you care about them platonically, but it's more of, this person thinks that you don't care about them romantically. You don't see them in that way. I want to get one more message in here because these two messages in here are quite superficial, if that makes sense, quite shallow. Okay. You also got, it took me time to realize that you're the one that got away. By the way, these messages are pretty literal in here, so it might not resonate for all of you. And I'm getting to interpretations in here because for some of you, maybe you walked away from this person. And for another part of you, it might just be another translation for, they recognize that they cannot be with you, but at the same time, they're aware that something about you is quite unreachable. For some of you, it's because you're quite distant from this person, or they feel like you don't have any feelings for them. For another part of you, you could be at a physical distance, and for another part of you, this could be a third party. That's why it's not supposed to happen, something like that. But yeah, so I think that's all for your reading. Hopefully that made sense, and that will be all. So for those who chose pile number 2, so What is your person thinking about the connection possibly and about you? But before I even get into the cards in here, I'm gonna be using a novel in here just to channel information regarding your connection and for you to see if this is going to resonate for you or not. So I'm gonna get a random page and then I'm gonna be reading it and then I'm gonna be interpreting it. So let's get started. Okay, before going out to dinner, we went to an arcade. Jiro headed over to the shooting game with the basketball and proposed a game. He got 10 tokens, handed me one, and said that for each ball he sunk, I should answer a question he asked before making the basket. I told him that the game seemed slanted in his favor since he was practically a pro basketball player. Fair enough, he said. You pick a game. I suggested billiards, and we decided on 9-ball. He took the cue, and lined up after setting up the table. He looked at me and winked before taking the shot. I closed my eyes and heard the clang of the balls breaking apart. When I opened them, his face was only centimeters from mine. We were practically inhaling each other's we were what? We were practically inhaling each other's breaths. I was so startled I moved back. Jiro, I complained. Don't do that. He laughed and straightened. Sorry, he said, though he sounded anything but. Alright, for your question, would you rather have stayed at your old school for your senior year? I shook my head. No, I said, surprised at my answer. There are a lot more opportunities in Trinity. He pursed his lips and nodded. So this one is pretty clear in here. Because the first thing that came into my mind is that you might be dating the person that you're asking at the moment, or, it's not going to resonate for all of you. If you're not dating with this person, you may just be in the getting to know phase. Like, you haven't been comfortable with each other just yet. You're just in the process of knowing your compatibility. And funny enough, I'm not really getting so much on this page in here. But I'm gonna get one more page for you. Okay. Are you a stalker or what? He demanded, advancing toward me. What the hell is wrong with you? I dropped the things I was holding and started to shake. He was holding the sketch that Terrence had made. Jiro, please, just give me that paper, I said, even as he demanded where I had gotten the sketch. I stared at him. Just please give it back. Shut the fuck up. You're such a weirdo. You almost had me fooled. What the hell do you want with me? He asked angrily. He went to get my stuff and shoved it toward me. You're fired. Get the hell out. He handed the sketch back to me and I started to breathe easier. It was a bit wrinkled, but at least it was intact. I would have left then, but the obnoxious boy from earlier grabbed the sketch from me and started to laugh, teasing me about being an obsessed stalker weirdo. Stop it, just give it back, I said, but the guy just laughed. Jiro stared him down, and the guy shrugged and started to hand the paper back. Before I could take it, however, he grinned maliciously and tore it to pieces. What the hell? Jiro exclaimed, grabbing his teammate by his jersey. I stared at the pieces of paper lying on the floor. Oh no, this was Terrence's last work. Even though I'm getting this another energy where someone took advantage of the how should I put it? It's almost like it's appearing as if someone in the connection took advantage of the other person or was not fair to the other person. Okay, now I understand. This is more of the past energy, and the first page that you got a while ago is more of the future or the present energy. It's almost like in the past, someone may have took advantage of the other person, or if they didn't took advantage, it may come off as if their person A may seem unfair to person B. That might have caused a lot of struggle or pain for person B. And now someone is kind of like trying to make things fair because they knew that they're not either giving in the connection, or there's just something, it could be different for people. And it's possible that person B may have even called out person A for what they're doing, or maybe have just expressed their sentiments about the connection that made person A realize what they're doing. I think person A didn't really mean to hurt person B. So yeah, but let's see what is your person thinking about you and the connection. Okay, so you got the Queen of Spades in reverse, the Tree of Clubs. By the way, I'm using reversals. I forgot to say that in pile number 1. The Ten of Clubs. There are little marks in here to consider if it's in upright or in reverse. You also got the King of Spades in reverse, and the Nine of Spades, and the Four of Diamonds in reverse. So for signs, I'm getting fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and also a lot of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be a science or a person be a science, but it doesn't have to be. Let me just clarify something in here. So first of all, this person definitely thinks that the both of you are a match. They feel like you're both similar, that you have maybe the same morals in here, beliefs. And I don't know why I'm getting like your person is the King of Spades and you are the Queen of Spades. And it doesn't matter if you're a male or, if you're a woman or a man, but this person feels like you're a match, but at the same time they also feel like they're out of your league. So this person definitely puts you up on a pedestal. They really like how much the both of you blend very well, and how identical you are. And also this person thinks that you're a very hardworking person, or maybe they just think that you're quite busy at the moment, you're very productive, or you're focused somewhere else. And I'm not really getting so much about how they think about you as a person. It's more of what they did in the connection. Like, what they think they did in the connection. And by the way, this is just their perception. It doesn't have to coincide with the reality, because I feel like this person thinks that they made you wait. You know, this person thinks that you they have caused a lot of burden for you, especially if your person is the one who was quite unfair to you in the past. There's something about your energy that's pretty, is that stingy? I don't know, but there's something about your energy that's like, don't mess with me. I'm not kidding with you. And this person definitely believes and has this perception that you're the queen and the king of your own. Like, you're very whole and self-sufficient. Like, you're the complete package for this person. It's almost like, it's quite similar to pile number one, but for you, you give off this energy as if you don't really need a partner, because you seem very complete and happy on your own. And somehow there may be, I don't know, I'm getting like there's some sort of tension between the both of you going on at the moment. Or maybe this connection is quite triggering. It's almost like there's some sort of friction, but with a lot of spades in here, this person thinks about you a lot, almost to the point that they can be quite paranoid about it. They're they just overthink about you all the time. This person thinks that they have caused problems for you, but this person is also saying that they're not gonna let you go. You know, they think, they have this feeling that you have gave up on them. And it's so strange when I said that. They think and they have this feeling that it's either, it will be a contradiction, especially if you're in the process of dating this person at the moment. But for some of you, you may have seemed quite detached from this person, or you may have walked away. Whatever the case may be, you know, they're hanging on to you, but they feel like there's something about your energy that's quite detached in here. I'm just gonna get a few more cards. So you got the what is this? Seven of Hearts, the Queen of Diamonds, and the Ten of Hearts in reverse. Okay, yeah. Like I said, for some of you, especially if you're not dating this person has this perception that you have walked away from the connection. Even if you didn't physically walk away from them, there's just something about the way you act or your energy. And, you know, this person thinks that you have other options out there, that you have a lot in your life. There's something very abundant about your energy. Like, you know, even if this connection doesn't exist, you have nothing to lose. Because I don't know why I heard you're surrounded by beauty. What is that all about? Maybe that's just another translation for this person thinks that you're surrounded with positivity in your life, that you're kind of like a magnet in here and you just attract all of the good things in life. And I don't know why I also heard this person thinks that you don't love them anymore. I'm not sure if this person is aware that you do have feelings for them or not. But for some of you, it might resonate that for some of you, this person thinks that you don't feel anything for them any longer. Or it's not as strong as it used to be. I feel like this person tends to overthink the future with you. They tend to fantasize a lot about the future. And it can be quite extreme at times, and it gets kind of out of control, and it causes paranoia. Like, sometimes even if you're just trying to daydream about something, and then you end up kind of like creating self-fulfilling prophecies, and then you just end up having negative, pessimistic attitudes and thoughts about something. So let's see the channel written message in here. Okay, so I'm dealing with a lot of past baggages right now. By the way, these messages are pretty literal, so it might not resonate for all of you. Okay, so you also got, it hurts that I love you, but we can't be together. For some of you, this could be a third party situation. It doesn't have to be. Or maybe there's just a lot of obstacles, barriers to overcome. That's why it's pretty hard to be together. Or maybe you're at a distance, or any more external forces that can prevent this connection from coming into union. Or maybe that's just how they perceive it. You also got, I feel like there's no reason to stay when you keep pushing me away. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, especially if you're quite detached from this person, uh, they're in this hesitant energy at the moment. And it pains this person by the idea that you can't be with them. For some of you. I don't know why, but I feel like this person is quite problematic about your connection. But I hope that resonates. Hope that helped, and that'll be all. So for those who chose pile number 3, so what is your person thinking about the connection possibly and you? But before I even get into the cards, I'm gonna be using a novel in here to channel information regarding your connection, and for you to see if it's gonna resonate with you or not. So I'm gonna be getting a random page as usual, read it, and then interpret it. Okay. I was causing a commotion, and people were turning to stare, but I didn't care. I caught Jiro's attention, and he headed over to me with a bemused look on his face. That look vanished when I told him he couldn't play. He was annoyed. Look, you can't just tell me not to play, alright? He was about to turn and leave, so I reached out and grabbed him by the arm to detain him. No, Jiro, don't. I don't want to lose your leg. I'm begging you, please don't play. He didn't turn to look at me, but I heard him loud and clear. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't play today, he said. You're important to me, I said. He turned to me then, eyes intense. Why am I important to you? He asked. His intensity caught me by surprise and pinned me to where I was standing. I ducked my head and unable to meet his eyes. Damn it, Shay. For once in your life, why don't you just say something without thinking it over? He grabbed me by the shoulders. Is it really so hard for you to say it, to accept me? He let go of me. I'm chasing a girl who doesn't want to be chased. I don't want to impose myself on you if you're not willing. You should just tell me. Okay, so this is quite hilarious in here. And anyways, so what's going on in your connection? Honestly, I feel like someone went out of control in here. Someone is kind of acting strange towards the other person. And I feel like person A is acting strange, rash, or irrational, and person B is like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand why they're acting that way. I feel like someone in this connection is finally taking an action towards the other person, is finally taking the lead in here, but it can be quite forceful or random or strange, or I don't know, there's something about their action that is quite how should I put it? It's something that person B wouldn't expect from person A. For some of you, there may be even like, just like the other piles, like there's tension going on. Basically, someone is trying their best to express how they feel towards the other person, is trying their best to show how much they care for the other person. But somehow, for some of you, the action being taken in here might be quite confusing or indirect, or maybe that's how they did it in the past, because there's an element to your connection that feels like someone was led on, or at least they feel like they have been led on by the other person. Person B is like, why are you doing this? What is your real motive for doing this? Because somehow person B might be quite doubtful of person A's actions. Person B, how should I put it? Like, it's almost like person B is saying, if you don't have any feelings for me, you don't have to pretend that you're interested in me. You don't have to do this. You don't have to hook me or something, because there's an element to the connection as well that someone feels like they're being hooked by the other person. Like, person B might be even quite, or someone in this connection might be even quite frustrated. But that's what I'm seeing for that. So let's see, what is your person thinking about you? So you got the 7 of Clubs. By the way, I'm using reversals. I've put like small markings. You also got, sorry about that, I smell some sort of medicine or something. I'm almost sensing that someone wants to mend things with the other person. You also got this 5 of Clubs, the Queen of Hearts in reverse, the 9 of Spades in reverse, and the Queen of Diamonds in reverse. So for signs, I'm getting a lot of fire in here. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be those signs, or a person could be those signs, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, so I'm just getting a very specific, clear message in here where your person thinks that you're very defensive, or there's something about your energy that's quite closed off. They have this perception that you don't give a shit about them. There's something about rejecting in here. It's almost like this person, your person feels like you're rejecting them. Maybe they're not really offering you anything for some of you, but just the way you talk to them, it seems like you're rejecting their presence. This person even thinks that you're fighting off something in here. It's most mostly about the connection. You're fighting off the connection. And I don't know if this person is aware that you do have feelings for them or not. But just like in the other piles, this person has this perception. And by the way, this is just a perception. It might not really coincide with the reality. But this person thinks that you don't feel for them anymore. Or if they're not aware of how you feel, they feel like you don't feel for them in the first place. This person thinks that you're trying to redirect your focus on somewhere else. They think that you're trying to forget about them. It's almost like I'm getting like a forceful energy that your person feels from you. Like, I need to move on from this person right away. And also, this person feels like it's quite hard to get through to you. It's gonna be, I'm almost getting like this person thinks that they need to fight for your attention. They need to win you over. I'm just gonna clarify the 5 of Clubs in here. I also feel like this person, there's something quite passive about your energy, and they have this perception that you're trying to heal yourself. You're just trying to um calm yourself down. That's a strange thing. But this person thinks that you're not okay, that you're struggling about something. It's either because of this connection or because of something else, but you're striving for the better. And by the way, if you are not guarded or defensive towards this person or this connection, it might just mean that this person perceives you as a very closed off person in general. Because somehow this person thinks that, I don't know, there's also an element to you that seems not so comfortable with expressing yourself. You might not be really comfortable with being vulnerable in here, but I feel like this is more directed to the connection. So let me just get a few more cards in here before I end this reading. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't usually think of it in this way, but since you got the two aces in here, I'm really getting that someone, what am I saying? Your person is trying to, for some of you, is trying to offer you something. Whether it's something tangible or not, or maybe they're just again expressing themselves, but there's something about you that's pushing it away. And I feel like this person thinks that you're focused on achieving what truly matters to you, like, in the material stuff. And now this person feels like you're hard to reach. There's a sense to this person that's kind of like, now what? Almost getting like a regretful energy. I feel like this connection has the potential for something romantic. I mean, you already have a romantic connection, but for things to be grounded, but it's kind of like stunted. So let's get a message, like written message in here. Okay, so you got this, which appeared in pile number 2 as well. I'm dealing, by the way, these are pretty literal messages in here, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm dealing with a lot of past baggages right now. The distance between us makes it harder for me. Maybe you are, I mean, it doesn't have to be a physical distance, but it could also be, because you're quite detached from this person. And I feel like this person doesn't like the distance between you. You also got, I'm not ready for us just yet. So, what is this all about? And then you also got, you don't know how much I want to hug you, to touch you, to kiss you. Wow, I'm not embarrassed to read this card anymore. Whenever I get this card, I always feel embarrassed to read it. But, okay, I got used to it. So, there's this longing from this person. Yeah, it makes sense, especially if you are at a physical distance from this person. There's something about them that wants to see you personally, that wants to feel your presence. But what is this all about? Huh. Because I feel like you are person B and your person that you're asking is person A. I mean, you can switch the roles if you want to, if that resonates for you. But I feel like for the majority of you, you are person B. But let me get, I want to get one more message in here. Okay, so you got, I tried my best to stop these feelings from growing, but you nurtured them. Oh, okay. Maybe that makes sense. Where with this, I'm not ready for us just yet. Maybe this person met you, like, it's either this person met you at unexpected timing, or maybe they didn't really expected to have any feelings for you. Maybe you're not their type or something. But, maybe that's the reason why they feel like they're not ready, because this connection, or you in particular, is not something that they're expecting, or they just don't see this coming. So yeah, I think that's all for your reading. Hopefully that resonated, and that'll be all. So for those who chose pile number 4, so what is your person thinking about your connection possibly, and your about you? But before I even start with the cards, I'm going to be using a novel in here just to channel information regarding your connection with this person, and for you to see if it's going to resonate with you or not. So I'm going to get a random page in here and read it and then interpret it. Okay. I forced myself to sit up in bed and covered my face with my hands. That was the first time I dreamed of Terrence since he left. A slow day had me checking my old school's student website. Terrence had been the administrator, and he had given me his username and password. It had been a while since I had logged in. The moment I did, I was overwhelmed by the messages and tabs that opened. I hadn't really kept up with it, and the site had been without an administrator for a while. There was a list of people who had violated the site rules that Terrence had put in place. Off to the side, there was a to-do list, unfinished codes, and other things that I didn't really understand. The only thing I did understand were the 3 commands: clean database, finish tags, and Johnny Lange. Johnny Lange, as in Johnny? What about him? As in Johnny, my friend Johnny? Johnny, the guy who usually waits for me in the garden. Okay, so I'm almost getting like this one is pretty specific or not specific. This one is pretty clear in here that this is most likely like a past person, and someone in here, okay, this is not going to resonate for all of you because some people do not really have any social media account. But for some of you, someone might be even stalking the other person despite of no contact. I'm getting like you have no contact with this person at the moment. But you know, one or both of you still think of each other, still remember the times that you have been in. And I don't even know why I can't talk. There's a lot of nostalgia, reminiscing the past energy. It's almost like someone feels like this connection is haunting them. It's almost like it's hard to forget about. There's something pretty precious about it. But let's see, what is this person thinking about you? But you got the Six of Diamonds in reverse, the Queen of Diamonds, the Five of Clubs, the Seven of Clubs in reverse. By the way, I'm using reversals. I've put like small marks. And then you also got the King of Diamonds in reverse and the Ace of Diamonds. Okay. For signs, I'm getting a lot of Earth in here. Gemini, not Gemini. Why do I keep saying that? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and also fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You could be a signs, you're a person be a signs, but it doesn't have to be. But what is this person thinking? You got two counterparts in, you got counterparts in here. This person thinks that you're not, it's not the way it is. How should I put it? It's not like it used to be in the past. You know, somehow this person feels like or thinks that the feelings are not mutual anymore. You don't see the connection the same way. And by the way, this is just their perception. It might not be coinciding in reality. This person might even think that you have already overgrown each other. I'm just gonna clarify some of the cards in here. When I saw the Nine of Clubs clarifying the Five of Clubs, the first thing that came into my mind or what I heard is that too much damage has been have I don't even know how to construct my sentences in here, but this person thinks that too much damage has been done have been done in your connection. Gosh, this pile is annoying, honestly, because whenever I try to clarify the cards, it's giving me the opposite energy every freaking time. The only card that resonated with the clarifier is the Five of Clubs. So I'm almost getting that. So it's almost like this person has a set conclusion about you, but it's almost like they have this wishful thinking going on in here. Like, it's so strange, but how should I put it? It's almost like, oh, this person has already moved on from me. But at the back of their mind, they're like, no, I know this person still loves me. So it's pretty contradicting. And the thing is, this person knows that this connection is probably over in here since it's a past connection. There's a part of them that wants to resurrect this. But at the same time, they're not the one to take an action about it, to take an action and, actively pursue you. They're just busy fantasizing about the impossible. I don't know why I'm getting like there's a very big distance between you and this person. I don't know if that's physical distance or just emotional distance. This person thinks that you have already moved on. But, this person is still expecting for something in here. I don't know, I'm also getting an energy in here where you have changed a lot. This person thinks that you shifted in some ways. They think you're very busy right now. You're busy with your material stuff. They think that you're starting a new beginning for yourself, just prioritizing your career or anything regarding your material stuff. By the way, for some of you, you might be already committed to someone else. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but, if you're committed to someone else right now, this person thinks that you're focused on your family or, on your relationships, on your own relationships, on your responsibilities. But I'm just gonna get a few more cards in here before I end the reading. So you got the Queen of Spades, what the heck is this? The Jack of Spades, and the Ace of Spades in reverse. So I feel like, yeah, with a lot of spades in here, this person thinks about you a lot as well. But they feel like you have already forgotten about the connection. And for some of you, this person may have deceived you in the past, or maybe we're just not honest about how they feel. And this person thinks that you're focused on, or if they didn't lied about something to you, it may just mean that they may have made a mistake in the connection in the past for some of you, and they think that you're focused on what went wrong in your connection. I don't know why, but I'm getting like for some of you, there's this desperate stalking energy, or if not stalking, if they cannot stalk you, maybe just desperate thoughts about you. And sometimes it can be too much that they try to get you off of their mind just to calm themselves down, just to bring themselves back to earth. So let's get a channeled written message in here. So you got, I'm just your secret admirer. I feel like this is another translation for I'm secretly stalking you or I'm still secretly into you. You also got, why did this came up? This came up in pile number 3. I'm not ready for us just yet. Well, if this is a past situation, what's the point of you saying that? And then, so funny. Letting go is the best decision for now. Maybe this is something from the past where, they feel like in the past they weren't ready for the connection for some of you. But by the way, these messages are quite literal, so it might not really resonate for all of you. So, this person is trying. This person is trying to let go of you. Whether this is someone from the past or someone in the present moment, because they think that that's the right thing to do, that's the healthy thing to do. So I think that's all for your reading. Hopefully that resonated, and that'll be all.